Oi, oi, guys. I hope everybody's having I don't know, great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, whatever you're having when you see this. I hope it's all going positive and you're getting some of that good old positive mental attitude out there and keeping it going, yeah? But the one I wanted to talk about today was that slowing down, slow everything down. Because if you don't start slowing things down, guys, I'll tell you what, we're not going in a very good direction because you're going to start getting into the overwhelm and you're going to start getting into the whole what the heck is going on around you, lost area. And I tell you, it's really going to benefit you if you just slow down. But that comes with a bit of an awareness of the slowing down too, right? And if you don't have an awareness in the beginning, you're just all of a sudden going to fall into it. And that comes into as well having those obligations when we feel that we're obligated. We have to. We hear these things. You should. You have to. You all these words that we tell ourselves. Nobody has to say that to us. We tell ourselves that all the time. But what it ends up saying to the mind is flashing through those times when you had this maybe in your life, finger pointing, and the obligations and the guilt trips that can get fed into you to where all of a sudden when you're not going to be able to make it to the I don't know the work Christmas party or the family gathering or whatever it is because you had a little bit of a wanted a bit of a change of direction and all of a sudden that guilt comes in. I'll tell you what, it's really gonna play on you if you don't start slowing down and really paying attention to self and start cluing into those obligations and the have tos and things, right? I just had a little bit of a conversation with my wife. I was standing in the kitchen. She's in there, bless her, absolute blinder. She's in there making sausage bread right now, it's really, really, if nobody knows what sausage bread is, hit up my wife. I'm sure she'd love to tell you how to make it because I'm even thinking of maybe doing a video on it because it's really good. And she makes me the vegan one with Italian vegan sausage and whew, and it's fried onions and the sausage and she rolls out doughs and rolls it and it's really really good. But anyway, going off on a tangent there. um, I stood there and I thought, "Oh, hang on a minute, because I'm hearing I've got to do this and I have to do that, and future things that are coming into my wife's mind as well and mine. Have I got this covered? Have I? And what we can end up doing is we're playing a role going forward. We end up just transporting our mind into that area, and it's going to start bringing on anxiety because you're not even in the present with what you have now. And when you're not in the present with what you have now, you may not even realize what time you actually have. We all say I haven't got time, and I get it. A lot of us are pushed and shoved, but you know what? Maybe those times when you really don't want to do something and you go doing it out of obligation, that party maybe that you're like, you know what, I really would like to just maybe sit and watch TV and not have to make up excuses for that. You know, release your guilt, because otherwise what you end up doing is you end up getting pulled to all these different areas and your mind is racing like crazy and you end up starting to resent the people that are actually you're in the party with, right? Because we start to take blame, we start to push blame, we start to point fingers. We don't want to look at ourselves and say, you know what, it really is our fault. And you know what, if you have those friends to where they're not in understanding of this, if they're not understanding and they can't get through that understanding of maybe you want that little bit of time to self, which is okay to have, it's like, okay, well, what kind of friends would we be if we were to do that to our friends and not allow them space? That's what I look at, because it's important. It's important to have that space. Start doing some breath work for yourself. Start doing some breath work for yourself, guys. It's important because you're telling your mind at that point, especially in all what's going on. When I got out there today, like I say, I'm going to finish the story, my wife part, but when I got out there in the car today, my wife, we had to run around, do a bit of shopping, and it was a lot of it was holiday, Christmas related, and chaos. And then I get in, and my daughters are saying, "Hey, we're going to take the car. We want to go to Ultimate Mall," and I'm like, "Oh." Because I've just seen what the heck is going on out there. But I'm blessed. I'm blessed that they're good drivers, and they bloody well they come back and everything is okay. But when we start tying into that, obligational stuff, and let me get back to the what we can end up doing to ourselves when it comes to the story with my wife. Let me go there, because I don't want to forget it, because it's important, because I learned as well to be able to stop, pause, not get trapped into the dialogue of what's going on with my wife, but also approaching it and saying of what I'm seeing and what I really don't want to be happening, which is, bringing it on ourselves. So the first thing is taking that control. Don't have to make those things. Don't have to. And like I said to my wife, you don't have to do it. It's your choice. Is it your choice? Yes. Okay. If it's your choice, you're in control. There isn't that narrative of you have to, because you're choosing. So first of all, be prepared to be able to answer yourself with, is it my choice? And answer it honestly. Now, obviously, if it's not your choice, but you know what? It's a good friend of yours, you go back a long time, it might be, there's love there, and this person, you know what it would mean to them to turn up, and it's your choice, then awesome. Remember, your time is valuable. You don't get it back. Time doesn't go away, right? Time just keeps going forward. It doesn't get, your time will get taken away, because each minute that you spend, the time is ticking away. It's a currency. I always tell my guys that I work with, look at your time as a currency. How much do you want to spend of it? On what? On who? On where? It's important. So, when you want to spend that time with a friend, be present with that, because it's important. You're spending something, your time, your currency. So the first thing is this my choice? Is this my choice, or is this me being pushed into a choice there because of my own guilt or my own egos even? Yeah? Trying to be in competition with people. Maybe that comes out. Yeah? Maybe you had a past of not being seen, beat down all the time. You're no good, worth. And this person, comes out in ego. And if you're on the other side of that, by the way, and you've got someone doing that, try and put your mind in their shoes. Again, don't wrap into that overwhelm part of it. Slow down. Slow down, excuse me. Slow down. Because when you slow down and you don't wrap into your own self reasons of whatever the ego may be, maybe you're getting wrapped into anger when this person is standing there in front of you. If you can slow down, take a few breaths, and then have pity and think, you know what, maybe this person is wrapped up into something, and what's their insecurities, what's going on in their life. And when you have the pity, it doesn't wash with the anger. It doesn't work. It's like trying to pour oil into water. It doesn't mix. So work that as well. But turn to self. Turn to self. Have an appreciation and a gratitude for what we have. That's another big one with me. We was in the supermarket today, and we had things in our cart, and we're lining up to go outside in the parking lot, and it was quite a long line to get out of the store. And my wife said, "Carl, blimey, look at the length of the line." And I'm like, "Hang on a minute, I get it. Yeah, we're going to be standing here a little bit, but look what we got in the cart, and we're able to do that. And standing in a line for a couple of minutes is not that big of a deal. It switches you. It switches you from that. Oh, I've got to get there. I've got to do it. I've got to get something. Slow down. Slow down. When you're in the car and you're driving, maybe give way to somebody. Don't get angry over someone that cuts in front of you. Maybe they've got some bad news, or maybe they are just that kind of person. But you know what? Why would you allow that person to maybe wreck your day by you now tying into their energy and then making that energy your energy, to when you're pulled down, you're in anger, you're starting to resent where you're going, maybe, it's not worth it. Hey, be my guest. Be my guest. Away you go. Go in front of me. No big deal. Yeah. Don't get so pissed off with people that may accidentally bump into you, walking in a store or something. Give gratitude. Thank you. Yeah. If you do something and it takes an apology, apologize. Be honest with yourself too. Don't hold on to resentments. Don't hold on to resentments. Those times when you're standing there because you really didn't want to be there. No point in being resentful with the person and then taking it out on them with a negative energy, because you had the choice. Put yourself in the position of that choice, and you have the choice to slow down, right? Please, please, please get out there. Do the PPA. PPA. What's PPA? Positive progressive actions, yeah? Do them. This is about you working on you, moving yourself in. Use some of the things that you may get annoyed with, especially with those people that you may be like, oh, I'm a little bit annoyed there. Why? Why are you annoyed? Work on your anger. Take the opportunities to turn the things around that may get on your nerves a little bit into the lessons and the teachings that you can take on board to be making you into a better person. So do the things, do the PPA. You know what they are, because it's the things like patience and anger and things like that we can work on. And we can work on these on a daily basis. Yeah, we absolutely can work on these on a daily basis. So take the opportunities in now that may be around to where you can start using these things as lessons. Yeah. And please, please, please get me out there. Yeah. Please get me out there. Hit that subscribe button, because it gets messages out there like this to where it can just land in front of the person at the right time. And I tell you what, it gives you that worth, let me tell you, because you have done something for somebody. First of all, you've done something for me. And I thank you for that. And if you've looked at my video this far already, then I must be talking the right things to you. So please, hit the old subscribe button, hit the like button, pass the messages around. I'm trying to get the Cockney Buddha community together and building, and it is growing. We're getting there. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. And I go and look at my last vlog, if you would. And it's about having gratitude for the people that have subscribed and the love that's out there. It's absolutely a blessing to be in the position I'm in. So please remember your gratitudes. Yeah, go and hit that subscribe for me and the like. I have much gratitude for all of you, and look after yourselves, and just watch your emotions a little bit and where they're going, but don't feel the obligations, because and then you're not going to be slowing down. You're going to be doing everything you possibly can to make everybody else happy but yourself. Think about yourself, guys. Stay the course. Namaste.